Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And you can see I have new decorations on the tarot table just so that we all know whose reading this is. And so fridge magnets. And fortunately, a giant packet arrived. Fortunately, I have people who actually really do need letters as fridge magnets, so not all entirely wasted, and they are rather fun. So happy days all around. And I have got the new chapter tarot on the tarot table for this reading, and mercifully don't have to shout against the rain, which has finally stopped. New chapter tarot, because we are looking at a new chapter in Meghan and Doria's lives today, allegedly. And our theme for today is parents. Doria in this one and King Charles in the next one. And in this reading I'm going to be looking at a story that Neil Sean told us a few nights ago. Allegedly, Meghan is going into business with her mother Doria. Goodbye Harry, and hello Doria. So we're going to look at that little 5-card reading with the new chapter tarot and see what's going on. Doria, of course, has got that business, a very odd business, because it doesn't really seem to do anything with elderly people care kind of business. It seems to be a referral scheme. I did look at it a long time ago. I went and looked at the website. It didn't seem as if much was going on. It all seemed rather odd. And she, of course, has a rather checkered past in business terms. Allegedly, there is rumour of a travel agency that got into some tax trouble. And it is just rumour. Nobody knows about Doria's past. But we're going to have a little look, a little 5-card reading with a new chapter tarot. And we're going to see whether there is any substance to this rumour that Meghan and Doria might indeed be going into business together. What about Doria's past and how that might impact this? What about the Prince of the Realm, the husband? What about him? Has he been left out? Is he redundant? And then we're going to see how it's going to do. This new alleged business partnership, and I have to remind you as I shuffle that this is tarot for entertainment purposes, or fun, all opinion, or gossip, or rumour and speculation. I read on energy here, archetypal energy involving the royal family, the archetypal family, so that we can learn from them. Disclaimer in the box below. I think the cards are warmed up. And let's see if there really is a new chapter in these two women's lives. Fascinating. The story that surrounds them, the intrigue that surrounds them. We have seen Doria. We saw her in the car chase, looking at her phone. Interesting. And we saw her on the Netflix documentary as well. And let's see where else we might see her. Ooh, we've got the Ace of Discs come out as our underlying energy, but it's in reverse, which means a new start, but not a new start. Would like a new start, an abundant new start, a lucrative business to go into. So we are on the money, quite literally, here in this reading with the Ace of Discs, Ace of Pentacles coming out, but it's come out in reverse, which means that at some level they are blocked from this path. And the underlying energy of this reading, a blockage, a prospect, wanting new, but new not happening, not making it happen. That's just generally what's going on beneath the 5 cards that are the actual reading. So the situation that we are looking at, the heart of this, the King of Swords is some kind of advisor. It could be the new agency that Meghan has signed up with, WME, huge agency. They could be saying, this is the way to go. You need to make use of the fact that your mother is not royal. She's, of course, conveniently darker. She appeals to the demographic that Meghan is trying to appeal to as a biracial woman, and all of that. So Doria is very useful. It's strategic. It's a plan. It's a vision. It's an idea. It's a strategy. Let's do this. This is what you need to do. It's a business advisor, a lawyer, somebody who's very intelligent, very shrewd, very clear-sighted, who's come up with this plan. It's a strategic plan. It could be somebody like Marcus. We have seen him around recently. He was there at the Women of Vision Award. He was there hiking with Meghan straight after the coronation. So somebody is advising Meghan that this is the thing to do. This is your plus that you have left after you've messed everything else up. Of course, that's my opinion. You've messed up the whole royal adjacent thing. So now it's time to wheel out Doria, because Doria is still useful and, of course, appeals to that demographic, as I say. So are they exploring going into a business venture together? Well, we've got the 9 of Discs in reverse. This is not a successful card. It's somebody who's feeling the pinch, somebody who feels like they haven't accomplished what they set out to accomplish, somebody who's feeling on their own, feeling like they're really struggling. 9 of Discs, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So if they are, it's because things haven't worked out, and very easy to see that because of the Ace of Discs in reverse underlying all the cards in this reading. So it's desperate measures. If it is true, if there is any truth to this rumor, it's because things have not gone well. It's because they haven't yet, or Meghan hasn't yet, achieved financial independence, which would be the 9 of Discs upright. She hasn't managed to attain the lifestyle, the luxurious lifestyle that she certainly wants. She's not shy about aspiring to that. We all know that that's what her heart is set on, what really motivates her is money. For all the talk of being a humanitarian, it's about the money, it's about the awards, it's about the designer clothes, the glitz and the glamour and all of that. So 9 of Pentacles in reverse. She's in trouble. She's in trouble and she doesn't like being on her own. Interesting, because allegedly and ostensibly she's in a marriage, never mind a business partnership with Prince Harry. But there's no sign of that in this card. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Discs in reverse. What about Doria's mysterious, shall we say, past? How is that going to affect things and deals that they might make and think, oh, we've got a secret card that has come out here. It's interesting that there are 3 women in this card of different skin tones. It tells me that there's somebody in here that knows something. But they're keeping quiet about. Somebody has the goods on this. Allegedly, Tom Bauer was going to write a book or a new chapter for his book, Revenge. That never saw the light of day, sadly. But there is somebody that knows something about her past, her mysterious past, the High Priestess's secrets, who might be a problem that they might have to silence somehow. And I don't mean, concrete boots thrown into the harbour in that way. I'm being facetious very deliberately. I don't mean that at all. I would never ever suggest that they were capable of such a thing. And I'm not being snarky. I don't mean that. I don't mean it in a sinister way. I just mean that they might have to silence someone with an NDA or pay some hush money or something like that, that somebody will have to go away. It could be somebody that knows Doria from the past, a woman. Just speculating this. I read energy here. This is the energy that's coming through for me, and so I'm expressing it. And the High Priestess is a very mysterious card at the best of times. And so there is some mystery here, as I keep saying. And somebody, because there are 3 in there, somebody knows something. How about Harry? What's Harry got to do with this? Has Harry been tossed aside? Is he on the rubbish heap? Has he been disposed of? 3 of Cups, absolutely. We've got another 3. That was the 3 of them before. What mates they were. You saw Doria on the plane, escaping Canada just in time as the lockdown started, and they had to flee for their lives in Tyler Perry's private jet because the horror of spending lockdown in that vast mansion, I think it was in Vancouver and the islands there, too terrible for words. Who could possibly cope with that? So they had to rush to California. Best of mates, Harry looked high on that flight. There was Doria. Harry always pretty much looks high to me. That's my inexpert opinion, and I know nothing at all about these things. So it's a wild guess, wild speculation. But cups, of course, is substances, and we know that Doria has a fondness for certain substances, and Harry too, and Meghan. So the three of them, I think, had a fairly happy time together in the past, celebrating. The Three of Cups is literally the party card. Substances, when it's in reverse, it can mean too much of that. But also just a falling out of friends. And yeah, there's been a falling out at some level. I did a reading recently, I think. I do so many that it's hard to keep track of them. But I think I had a look at his relationship with Doria and whether Doria was encouraging his substance issues, the level of control that might be going on there. Of course, the speculation around all of that, what people wonder about. And so there are readings like that in the playlist. But yeah, he's out. He's out from this happy little group. How's it going to go? If they do go ahead, I'm not seeing signs of great success here with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Discs are Pentacles, of course. How's it going to go if this thing does eventually manifest? Is it going to be a rip-roaring success? What is going to be the outcome, please? And we got the tower. We've got the Tower in reverse. That does not bode well. It doesn't bode well. Tower in reverse can mean trying to recover from a calamity, of course, rebuild your life after your life has completely fallen apart. So that's a charitable interpretation of that card, and it's sitting under our Nine of Discs in reverse, our single lady who hasn't manifested the money and the luxury that she was hoping to. She's not enjoying being on her own. She might even be in a spot of bother financially, some debt and things like that. She might have overspent on indulgences and now she can't afford them. That could explain the Tower, but the Tower could also have to do with our question about Doria and her past, her very mysterious past, the missing 10 years, and the secrets that surround them. The Tower, for me, being in reverse is extra Tower. And the Tower, of course, is a shock and a surprise and everything coming tumbling down. So I don't think that this is going to fly. If this is being discussed, then I would say don't do it. Don't do it. You could just stir up a hornet's nest over here with this very tricky card, the High Priestess. Somebody waiting in the wings to reveal all. In my opinion, of course, all speculation here, all my opinion. But the Tower in reverse is, if they do go ahead, and it's the charitable explanation of the Tower in reverse, it's going to be a long struggle to rebuild whatever is crashing down. The Tower, of course, is a divorce card, so that could come crashing down. Other things could come crashing down. Lady C has repeatedly warned that there is big news coming that is going to derail the whole Meghan Markle show. Revelations, exposés coming. The French TV people are already doing interesting exposés on them. Royal grifters on top of that. Do go and watch. But that does not bode well. So I don't think you're going to be seeing brands, maybe their own stuff that they've cooked up or whatever. I don't think you're going to be seeing it. And if you do see it, it's going to be on the sales racks. It's going to be, it's going to be a bit of a sad sight. That's your reading. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.